And we welcome you back to Virginia International Raceway, coverage of the Playboy Mazda MX-5 Cup. Final weekend of the season, a doubleheader dip here at VIR, the Oktoberfest. Out in front, it's Todd Lamb going for 8 straight victories today. Behind him, Todd Buras. Heinrich Benjamin, Elliott Forbes-Robinson is alongside. Derek Bertosiglio on pit road. 4th place now, Justin Piscatel has gotten by his team owner, Ara Mulcahy.
Yeah, it looks like Ara got by him when he went off the track, but it looks like he went right back by again. Wait, these guys are having a tight race. Mark Miller is having a struggle holding these guys off, and there's some new guys in that that line they've got there, and they are just hanging in there with the guy who has been the top guy almost all year, or the next to the top guy.
Yeah, Dean Copeland in the white car doing a very, very nice job right behind Miller and that 7. He's from Bowie, Maryland. And then you've got the Mancuso machine out of Lake Forest, Illinois, the tire line at 29 for young Nick Mancuso. Here comes Copeland. He's going to break out of the draft and try to get by Miller here.
Well, I'll tell you what, they're racing close. Now, Miller's not going to give it to him. They're going to come up to the right-hander. Let's see if he can hang on the outside here and have the good... Mark didn't leave him a lot of room there. He just let him know Mark's going for that 6th place, but that's the best Mark can do today. You know, the top 5 have just gone, and he's just got to sit back here, and I don't think there's going to be a caution now. He's just got to hang in.
18 laps are on the board, working lap number 19. The Luna C car of Todd Lamb. Todd Buras a car length back, ready to pounce if Lamb should make a mistake. It would be the first one I would have seen from him all season if that were to happen here in the last lap or two at Virginia International Raceway. Lionel Kent from Powell, Tennessee has led laps today. We mentioned earlier Kent actually passing Lamb. First time in our memory that's happened since Lamb joined the Tour back in May at Mazda Raceway Laguna Seca. So the lead 2 continue to do a great job here at VIR. Some side-by-side action back from 6th through 11th. As we watch Copeland try to hold off now. Here's a car up alongside. It's the 19 machine. Ryan Ellis moving by Nick Mancuso. What about Ryan Ellis, Derek?
Well, Ryan Ellis runs in the top 10 right now. He makes his first Playboy Mazda MX-5 Cup start this weekend, but he's a West Coast driver. He actually won the West Coast Team Miata Challenge out on the West Coast, and with that, he gets an opportunity to compete in the Mazda Shootout, and that, of course, is to secure that ride for that Mazda development program for 2010.
Yeah, Ellis, one of those young drivers getting on the Mazda Speed ladder system, Elliott.
Boy, and that's such a great system. And I'll tell you what, from what we've seen today for a first time out, he's racing with the big boys, and he's doing a great job.
Now, getting a look at some of the young talent that will be part of this series come 2010. We'll have the coverage for you on many of these same channels as we work our way through the next season. Leaders up the 2nd straightaway here, heading toward the front stretch. Should see the white flag next time by. Todd Lamb is still out in front. Todd Buras is 2nd, and Lionel Kent from Tennessee running in 3rd position there.
And Kent is almost lost the draft there and is right back on him. But, you know, I think this last lap could still be really good. We're coming down through here, and if Buras tries for Lamb, that would be one thing. That would bring Kent into the deal, so I don't think he's going to do it.
Well, you've got to be picture perfect here. This is such a technical place. Back on board with Buras, running in 2nd position in the 14. Race leader is his teammate Lamb out in front. And we've mentioned how Lamb has been just about perfect in these cars all season long, but you've got one more lap to close the deal here.
Yeah, and I think it would take a pretty aggressive move because Todd's going to be defensive on this lap. There's no doubt about it. Even with his teammate behind him, he's going to be a little defensive because he doesn't want anybody to think they can do it. And if someone can, Kent's going to be right there to pick up the pieces and maybe win it.
Now, why would Kent in that yellow car in 3rd, why would he have been outside the 2 blue cars? I would have thought he would have been right behind him in the draft and tried to nip around him at the end of the straightaway.
Well, he's kind of waiting to see which way Buras is going to go and which way Lamb is going to defend to see if he's got a place to go there because he doesn't want to be knocked off the road. But his best chance is still on the main straightaway.
Nick Mancuso, meantime, working on Ryan Ellis for position there. Mancuso in the red machine, Ellis in the blue car. Looks as though Mancuso's got him. Can he hold him now?
Well, I'll tell you what, they're racing close. And I'll tell you what, Ellis is showing me something here because he is not intimidated by these guys that have been racing this series. He's out there racing right with them, and he figures he has just as much right to it, and he's doing a great job at it.
That's for 8th, 9th, and 10th. Mark Miller in the bronze, number 28, the MOCA car, has 6th position. Dean Copeland in the 7th, running in 7th spot. Then it's Ellis and Mancuso.
Boy, it looks like Mark Miller is throwing up some dirt for him, so the guys are having to concentrate a lot because that does take your concentration a little when the dirt goes up in front because you don't know whether the guy's in trouble or whether he just dropped a wheel.
Leaders into that 180-degree right-hand corner. They'll hit one of the long straightaways here as they come around the old oak tree.
Kent got really close there, but I think he actually scrubbed a little speed off of there because he got in so tight. And as you can see here, he lost a little distance coming down the straight, and so he doesn't have a chance now.
Lamb is your leader. Burris is second. Lamb trying for his 8th consecutive win in the series. And to our knowledge, that is a modern-day SCCA pro racing record if he can close the deal. But here comes Todd Burris, not giving up at all.
Well, he was thinking about it. He didn't do it, but he was thinking about it. But, you know, they're racing clean here, and I think this is the way we're going to end up. Oh, God, Burris got a little bit. Yeah, he lost a lot there. He got a little tight. Let's see if Kent can make a move coming down the hill.
Lionel Kent in that yellow car, one of the Alara entries, trying to work his way by and at least pick up second spot. Those look to be your 3 podium cars up onto the front straightaway, heading toward the checkered flag. Todd Lamb is in shape. Looks like he's going to do it. He's going to win his 8th consecutive race in the Playboy Mazda MX-5 Cup. Dominance like we've never seen in the history of this series. Second to Todd Burris. Third is Lionel Kent. The first of a doubleheader weekend here at Virginia International Raceway. Let's get a timeout in. When we come back, we'll talk to the winner in Victory Lane here at VIR.